Separate from looming federal budget cuts, it's still a tight job market out there. A new survey finds that 75% of people who applied for a job in the past year never heard from at least one potential employer, according to Harris Interactive for Career Builder. That should come as no surprise, but if you're looking for work or looking to change jobs, how can you improve your chances? Joining me now in studio is veteran psychologist and CEO of the Limited Exposure Theory, Dr. Cassi Fields. So where have employee manners gone? How do we assume that we'll hear back from companies when they really don't have anything to offer? I'm old school like you are. We still expect to call back an email, thanks, but we've already hired somebody for that position. Now people apply for work, they never hear back.
Morris, it's a great question, and let me just ask you this. If they act this way now, how do you expect them to act in the future? Right? Current behavior is the best predictor of future behavior, so these potential employees are likely to be treated this way even if they were to be hired eventually. So my thing is, I agree with you. Organizational best practice: respond to people, don't be unresponsive, and you send the message to your potential customers that we care about you and that potential employees will have a good work experience here, or potential consumers of our products and services will treat you well as, in addition.
So how can job seekers be proactive without being harassing?
Good question also, because sometimes, I employ a number of people in my company, and there is a fine line between how many times you ask for information and really becoming annoying. I don't know, harassment's very far out there, but annoying is easy to get to.
There are so many people applying for jobs that you really don't want to harass your boss, your prospective boss, but at the same time, they're not getting back to you. It's this forever stalemate.
Right. I think what the potential employee needs to do: one resume and cover letter on email, perhaps one follow-up that says, when should I expect to hear from you in terms of an interview? And then maybe one more if you get an interview, when should I expect to hear a decision? After that, if there are 1,000 applicants and you're getting 3 emails to 6 emails per applicant, you're just annoying. But the question is, how do you make yourself stand out so somebody does actually respond to you?
Well, that's a good point. How do you do that? And is that one of the major mistakes that applicants make, is not standing out? Because that was the next obvious question. What's the biggest mistake we make if we're out of a job?
The biggest mistake, and what my whole premise in my whole career is missing information analysis. 3 main areas that employees who want a job are not prepared to respond to: what the specifics of the job they want are all about, all the information they can gather about the organization itself, and prepare for the actual selection process, including that interview. And that missing information analysis, your MIA, is going to make you stand out from everyone else.
What's the limited exposure theory? You're known for that, so what is it?
Well, the limited exposure theory is my theory that says people who have not been exposed to normal corporate information and ways are not as likely to advance in their careers. So especially young people coming out of school, they're not used to this whole environment, and they're not exposed to it, and they have no practice in it. But with Google, looking up an organization, or in the media, finding out about an organization and about the specifics of the job you want, they can do it. Sometimes they need a coach like me to help them out. Sometimes they can do it on their own. It depends what they know and what they don't know.
Dr. Cassi Fields joining us live here on NewsChannel 8. It's a whole new job world out there. This is the new reality, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for sharing some of your insight with us.
Thank you.
We've got more live news coming up. We'll be right back.